she's out of my league. I'm coming up with a plan. I'm gonna change the way I strut my stuff. I'm gonna be a new man. I'm not gonna beg, I'm not gonna plead. I'm just gonna give her something she needs. I'll make her homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'm gonna make her mine tonight. The world is changing and there's no way out. We're spinning out of control. Turning in the widening gyre. The center cannot hold, which is why, do or die, there's only one thing left for me to try, and that's homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'm gonna make her mine with my homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'm gonna make her mine tonight. Welcome to your life, I trust you will the opportunities and endless possibilities around you. Visions of a world that once was beautiful, but now has failed to meet up to our expectations. We are only prisoners in time. She called me up in the middle of the day. She had to turn me down. At first I wanted just to throw it all away, but then I turned it around. I took out the milk, grabbed some ice. Nobody else can tell you what to do with your life. You gotta meet the world face to face. I'm gonna make this a better place with my homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'll have a good time with my homemade ice cream.
Now we basically just want to crush
Ice, milk, and
ice up,
sugar, and
okay?
you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'll have a good time with my homemade ice cream.
Okay, so let's just shake this up for about
Ice,
5
milk, and
minutes.
sugar, and you
Actually,
shake
pretty
it
good
all
exercise.
up and make the homemade ice cream.
Now we can put whatever toppings on there that we have
Berries on
handy. I've
top,
got some
and I'm
almonds.
gonna have a good time. Homemade ice cream. She says she wants to Uber home now, 'cause you're just not her type of guy. And she's got better things to do than to hang around with you. She's got other ways she'd rather spend her time. So for now, she just wants to Uber home. She says it's not that you're not handsome, you're just not her cup of tea. But she still wants to be your friend, 'cause if she meets her Mr. Right, then maybe you could help them move their stuff when she moves in with him. rates are surging high. Oh girl, I promise not to cry again. But I'd really like if we could wait until the price goes down. She wants to Uber home now, and it's not negotiable. So open up that stupid app, get her address and all that crap, and just admit that it was never meant to be. 'Cause right now she says she wants to Uber home.
Checking the mic, test one. Test. Check. One. Computer, volume 10. Computer, what time is it?
The time is noon.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, the live stream where we chat with the users here, as well as we do some music and some cooking. And start with a couple of shout outs here. We've got Calicus, our friend from the Midnight Sun, the land of the Midnight Sun, not from the sun. Calicus says, have a good day, Henry. Have a good day to you, Calicus. Now, Calicus, is it daytime where you are, or is it nighttime? Because I know it's 6 months of one and then 6 months of the other, or something like that. But I don't know if it's reversed because of this when it's summer here. But we're all in the northern hemisphere, so I think it's probably the same. Computer, what am I talking about?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't think so. Beelzebub says, oh my God, how creepy, Henry. There is an alien peeking behind your shoulder. Oh my goodness. You know what? What Beelzebub is referring to, and I can see the confusion because this is a green screen technology here. This is a picture that was submitted to us by Lisi, one of our designated photographers here at Henry's Kitchen. And it says the entire downtown and into our neighborhood was filled with smoke from fireworks. Made for some cool photos. Wow. Yeah, that is very cool. Very awesome to see. Carinu Pinion says, hi, Henry and the drug users. Okay. Well, that sounds like a one of those bands from the 60s or something. Ladies Laid says, hey, Henry and everyone. Yeah. Hey, Ladies Laid, good to see you. And The Chunks has subscribed at the tier 1 level for thanks for continuing to improve my life through your music, comedy, and cooking. Wow, thank you, The Chunks. May you always be in good health and high spirits, regardless of what the kitchen gods throw at you. Thank you, The Chunks. That's very kind of you. And thanks for your subscription. And I want to say, as long as we're being sponsored here, the subscription should be 50% off due to our sponsorship. So that's something nice to know. The chunks, I want to say, when you say, may you always be in good health, I just want to let you know that that's not the way the human condition works. I wish it were, but none of us are always going to be in good health. Every single one of us eventually will have some kind of poor health and then expire. Critical Moisture says, but I do appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. And Critical Moisture says, thank you, Henry, for the stuffed peppers idea. Oh, those were good, weren't they? They turned out amazing. I didn't use that one herb that you did, though. Oh, yeah, you mean all herb or allspice? I don't know which one you're talking about, but Guitar Joe says the Bill Larkin has graced us with his presence. That's awesome to hear. I love Bill Larkin. All one word, Bill Larkin Music. Follow that Twitch channel. I watched it the other night, and Bill, were you you were doing a live show? It looks like, which is so awesome. It makes me so jealous. You guys have so much fun out there in Chicago. That's so cool. Hey, Lady Dina, I want to thank you for cheering, and I also want to thank the Balderdash lad for doing a subscription, and I think that catches us up for now. Okay. Once again, we are being sponsored here. Supgaze has just subscribed. Thank you, Supgaze. Dazzlecat says, Bill Larkin, all one word. No, that all one word is not part of the username. It's all just Bill Larkin Music, and all of that is in one word. Okay. Okay, Chad Cheese 49 says, Smithfield saved my life. We are being sponsored, and I'm so happy that here at Henry's Kitchen we have done enough positive things here, I guess, to start attracting sponsors. The good folks at Smithfield Pork Products are sponsoring Henry's Kitchen for a month here. We're running toward the end of that period, but it's been a lot of fun, and I'm just, if that's okay with you guys, I'm going to run through, as part of my commitment to them, their website, which I'm going to show you here. Hold on, let's pull it up. And then we are going to, I'm starting to get good at this finally. And we are going to now let you know what happens over there. I'm going to go ahead and I wonder if there's a way I can put myself, I wish I could put myself in the picture, but I can't seem to do it. No. I don't know why I can't do it, but anyway, I'll work with Quanto on that. But listen, so Smithfield, look, guys, the summertime is here. There's no avoiding it. You're going to be going to barbecues, or if you're smart, you'll have your own barbecues where you're the star of the show and you're the person who's holding on to the food, in this case, the meat. And what's great about that is that when you're that person, you actually get to be the one that decides whether people eat or not. And that's what's incredible. Look at all these products. We're going to be going through them. Real quickly, I want to say thank you to Dooza. It looks like Dooza has engaged in a subscription gift where you gifted 10 Tier 1 subs. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Dooza. That's very kind of you. Amazing generosity coming from the users this whole campaign, and I appreciate that. Jack Dostal says, you are the one holding the meat. Yes, and we're going to talk about it. So first off, I want to say that this segment, this part of the stream, is sponsored by Smithfield. And look, whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or a casual family get-together, Smithfield marinated and seasoned fresh pork delivers bold, craveable flavor with minimal prep. These ready-to-cook products are freshly seasoned and marinated, making it easy to serve up versatile protein-packed meals any night of the week. Dazzlecat, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. That's absolutely incredible. That's very nice of you. So the thing is, these are protein packed. The coolest thing about them is you just throw them on the grill and they're already pre-marinated. You know, we've done a lot of marinating here at Henry's Kitchen, and as you might remember, you have to put these pieces of meat into a plastic baggie for 24 hours and marinate it with all your own seasoning. And you don't really, as an amateur, you don't really know what you're doing. But here at Smithfield, they've already prepared it for you. So literally all you have to do is heat it up however you like it. You can put it on the grill. Whoa. Nancy Pelosi's Giant Knockers has just gifted 10 Tier 1 subs. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Saguaro Ooze says marinating is so much work. It really is. It's a lot of work, and I don't care for it. But let's talk about some of the professional flavors that they've already prepared for you on this line that they're promoting here at Smithfield. So these are the flavors: garlic and herb, sweet and smoky barbecue, osso buco, chipotle, Caribbean jerk, carnitas, cilantro lime, mesquite barbecue, and brown sugar barbecue, alongside new cuts like pre-sliced ham strips, pork chops, fillets. And the thing is about this is, now Beelzebub, that's very, very kind of you to gift those 10 Tier 1 subs. Absolutely incredible. All that you do. Thank you so much, Beelzebub. And getting back to it, so the meals are versatile. And they're pre-marinated, ready to cook, just heat and serve. Bold, no fuss flavor. You're not going to be fussing around with this. Meals from burrito bowls to barbecue mac and cheese to pasta salads, endless flavor options to make mealtime easy. Protein packed, so a satisfying high protein. Wait, I lost my place here. Option with 19 grams of protein to keep you full and fueled. Pick up Smithfield marinated and seasoned fresh pork at Walmart for an easy, flavorful weeknight meal. And again, the coolest thing about this to me is that you've got, oh, I think I missed a notification here. Let me get that. Game Master Flash, our buddy Game Master Flash has gifted 10 Tier 1 subs. That's absolutely incredible. I can't wait. As soon as I'm done with this, I want to read off to you guys how we're doing on the subscriptions. It's got to be insane right now. So look at some of these flavors, you know. Chipotle, picnic shoulder roast. Have you ever had picnic shoulder? Applewood smoked bacon, marinated fresh pork loin fillet, red curry pork loin fillet. I like any kind of curry. That would be interesting to try. Carnitas, al pastor. Al pastor is one of all these kind of newfangled recipe things like truffles and what are some of the other ones? Birria, and there's sriracha or whatever. I think al pastor is my favorite of all of these things. Ovo Zach 1 just gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you, Ovo Zach 1. Very, very kind of you. Okay, so let's get back to our situation here. Wow, we're getting so many gift subs. This is incredible, you guys. Lacey T, our resident photographer whose picture lies right behind us, has gifted also a 10 Tier 1 subs. Wait, why is this? Okay. Wow, we're reading up. Royal Flush 9, our pal Royal Flush 9. Good to see you on here. 10 Tier 1 subs. This is amazing. Ovozac 1, Lacey T. The Elusive Man has subscribed for 47 months. And it says here, I've been using for 47 months. Wow. That's great. And by the way, when we say using here, we're talking about that particular usage of the word where you mean that you are a user, you have a username on the platform. You're not actually using something that's, not good, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay. X3KK3 says, can you say happy birthday to my great friend Mitchell Travers? It was his birthday today, and he had all of his friends over playing card games and party games. It was a blast. Okay, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, we're going to have to grab the guitar here, and we're going to do our birthday song. But first, I just want to make sure everything is in working order here, that I've read out everybody's thank yous. Thanks so much. Here, I'm going to get a little bit more festive birthday situation for Z3KK3's birthday here. So let's do here. Cad Jones sends us a nice daytime pic. This looks pretty cool. We're going to use this as the background and this is for Mitchell Travers. It was his birthday. So let's go ahead and put the reverb on. Check, 1, 2. And by the way, if anybody's interested, you can look at, this is our sort of temporary mascot of sorts. This is Brisket. Brisket is, wait, hold on. We have a new video that It's Kate has gifted us, and it's pretty damn awesome. I'm going to put it on right now. A lot of people don't realize that Brisket is actually an athlete, and I caught her the other night running through our hallway. She looks like she's always zonked out, but the reason for Brisket always being zonked out, I'll show you right now, is because of this. This is brought to us by It's Kate. Here she comes. Look at that form. That's determination. We should do a poll. Is the Rocky music better for this type of over-the-top athleticism, or is it better to use the Vangelis Chariots of Fire? I think they're both equal, but I'd be curious to see if anybody had a preference. I think they're both pretty awesome. Thanks, It's Kate, for putting together that video of Brisket. Whoa, Saguaro Ooh has just gifted us 10 Tier 1 subs. That's incredible. Let's see what it says here. We have 804 subscribers, you guys. I have not had that many subscribers here at Henry's Kitchen since we started, for sure. So that's incredible generosity on your part, and I really appreciate it. We're gonna do a thank you song, or a birthday song, for X3KK3's friend Mitchell Travers. It was his birthday today, and he had all his friends over playing card games and party games, and they had a blast. Hey, I want to thank Ashk Thanks for subscribing for 15 months. So Mitchell Travers, here we go. This is Jose Suicidio's beautiful power ballad, Nobody's Birthday. It's nobody's birthday, no need for candles on the cake. It's nobody's birthday, it was just some big mistake. It's nobody's birthday. Oh boy. See, this is why I wish I was Bill Larkin, because Bill Larkin's really good at improvising rhymes and music, and I've really got nothing for Mitchell Travers. How do you do that? I'm going to have to check in. Does anybody have anything for me? Whoa, Anonymous just gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Computer, what rhymes with Travers? I know this is cheating.
From Quora.com. Forge, gorge, courge, French for courgette. Yes, I know, it's cheating.
What the hell was that? Computer had a stroke, I think. So don't go out and do some kind of gorge because it's nobody's birthday but Mitchell Travers. I'm sorry, Mitchell Travers. Nothing rhymes with your name, and computer was no help whatsoever in terms of bailing me out of that situation, which is usually what happens. Computer, give me some rhymes for the word Mitchell.
From Substack.com. Joni Mitchell rhymes good omelets and stews with my heart cried out for you in California.
Did she say Joni Mitchell rhymes good omelets and then a bunch of other word salad? Very, very. Oh, Lacey T said Marshall Mathers. Yeah. Nobody's birthday. No need to crank up your album from Marshall Mathers. Cause it's nobody's birthday but Mitchell Travers. We did the best we could. Thank you very much, XX3AK or whatever. And happy birthday, Mitchell Travers. And I'm glad that you had a really fun one with your friends. That's pretty cool. Lathers. You're absolutely right. That would have been a good one. Actually, yeah. Chernot the singer, or Cher, not the singer, says amazing happy birthday, Henry. Yeah, thank you. It's not my birthday, though. It's Mitchell Travers. Okay, Corinne Opinion says ladders. Yeah, they're all starting to come in now. Where were you guys? All right, everybody. We're going to do some songs that were requested on the Discord here. Let me just go through some more of your picks. We have a couple more photographer picks. We've got Game Master Flash gave us this one. Wow. So this was on a trip that the users went to Tokyo, or they went to all kinds of places in Japan. And there's a picture at a museum of, what's this called? A katana? And it's some type of a weapon, I believe. And it's made out of meteorite iron or something like that. That's all incredible stuff. Game Master Flash says this was in Tokyo. Parasitosis says the 3 major islands was where they went. Corinne Opinion says it's a katana. It's like a sword, but Japanese. Wow. Well, it's very impressive. This is such a cool pick. It really is a great background. I wonder if we can use this for our song. The thing is, the songs that we're doing don't really have... Yeah, well, we could do this one. We had a request... It's very sad that the singer for the Village People died. His name was Willis... I'm sorry, I don't have a fact check on any of this stuff, but what was it? Willis Tucker? Computer, what was the name of the singer from the Village People?
From CelebrityNetworth.com. Victor Willis was best
Victor
known as
Willis.
the original lead singer and defining voice of the disco group Village People.
Computer, stop. And he had that kind of voice that I've always liked. It's a really, really cool voice. Taco Monk says, hey, Henry, do you play games? Yeah, we're going to be playing some Balatro in a little bit. But he was just fantastic. And it's very sad to see him go because that really is the kind of voice. It was a popular voice in the 70s, but he just belts it. He's a belter. And so we're going to do the song that he made famous with the Village People, which was basically 4 guys in the background dressed up as various people from the village. Game Master Flash says strong, boisterous with a touch of beautiful rasp. Yeah, it was really good stuff. Which I couldn't admit that too because I was a big metalhead, so I couldn't go, hey guys, did you hear this new Village People album? They would have been like, what? But I'm admitting it now. That was good music. I liked it. Boner of a Lonely Fart says, is back seating allowed? What's back seating? You mean sitting in the back? Sure. Okay. This is going to be a tough one for me because I don't have that voice that guy has. And also, it's Kate or Parasitosis or someone. Can you tell me who on the Discord recommended or suggested this song? I always like to give credit to whoever recommended it, but I can't remember who it was. Corinne Opinion did. Okay, well, thanks, Corinne Opinion. We're doing your song request here. And This is during a time when a lot of people were having body issues and they were proud of their body. This was the 70s. Famously, Rod Stewart had that song, "If you see my body and you think it's sexy, come on and let me know. Just reach out and touch me. You gotta tell me so." And this song is sort of about that. It's about body positivity and being proud of your body and touching your body and maybe touching other people's bodies if they're down with that. And then here, Top Bob, thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting a Tier 1 sub. And thanks again to an anonymous gifter for gifting those 5 Tier 1 subs. Okay, here we go. This is Macho Man by the Village People. We're going to get in disco mode. Body, body. Wait, hold on. I got to put this where I can see it. Body, body. Wanna feel my body. Body, body. Such a thrill, my body. Body, body. Wanna touch my body. Body, body. It's too much, my body. I can't see well now. Check it out. My body, don't you doubt. It's my body I'm talking about. My body. I'm glad he clarified what he was talking about. Check it out. It's my body. Every man wants to be a macho man. To have the kind of body always in demand. Jogging in the mornings, go. Works out in the health spa, muscles glow. You can best believe that he's a macho man. Ready to get down with anyone he can. Hey, 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 macho man. I've gotta be a macho man. Macho man. I'll be a macho. I've gotta be a macho. Everybody, macho man. I've gotta be a macho man. Sorry. I've gotta be a macho. I'm only laughing because a lot of times these videos pop up on YouTube and it's just totally out of context, and I just had a little moment there. But the song is great. It's a little silly with me singing it, but I'm gonna soldier through this. Body, it's so hot, my body, love to pop my body. I popped my body on the golf course the other day. My body, love to please my body, you'll adore my body, come explore my body, made by God, my body, it's so good, my body. You can tell a macho, he has a funky walk. His western shorts and leather always look so boss. Funky with his body, he's a king. Call him Mr. Eagle, dig his fucking chains. You can best believe that he's a macho man. Like to be a leader, he never dresses grand. Hey, 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 macho man. I've gotta be a macho man, macho man. I've gotta be a macho. Everybody, macho man. I've gotta be a macho. I've got to be a macho man. I've gotta be a macho. I've gotta be a macho. There's There's like 4 more verses of this, but I think it's time. Victor Willis, really, really great singer. Thank you so much for all the great singing that you did and all the great recordings you gave us and fun videos. Guitar Joe noticed that I put a key change in there. I don't even think there is a key change, but I put one in there because I felt like it needed it. I don't think we have enough key changes. Yeah. Thank you so much. Victor Willis, right? I want to make sure I got the name right there. A lot of people saying nachos, man. No, I probably could have saved myself a little bit of embarrassment by just making it about nachos, but because I don't really think I am a very macho man, and but I'm not. I'm okay with it, you know. All right, well let's move on here. Parasitosis says Macho Man Randy Savage. Bill Larkin Music, thank you so much. I always get insecure when musicians are watching because I don't have perfect pitch. I'm just one of those people that I have to go like, and it's a lot of work for me. But my hope here is that I do things poorly so that you feel better about how well you do them. That's really all I want to leave on this world as a legacy. It's just, you know, I want to do cooking and music and golfing and all these things so that you feel better about yourself. Cappuccino 76 says not enough echo, Henry. Ooh, you need more echo? I think we can get more. Oh, we've got some alerts coming down the pike. Franz Schubert. Thank you so much, Franz Schubert, for giving us not only the great music, we hope you finish it one day, but 50 months of Tier 1 subscription. That's very kind of you, Franz Schubert. And it says, wow, Henry, the big 5-0. I wonder if I'll have a midlife crisis anytime soon. If I do, I know you'll help me through it. I will do the best I can. That's all I can do. So, all right. Well, let's get back to our situation here. I've got all the... let's go through some more pictures here. I think we're up to date on our alerts. Let's see if we have any questions. Hopeful Equinox says, you should do some cooking with Germa. I'd love to. It's not up to me. It'd be up to Germa. Waffles92 says, Henry, do you think you can play the guitar solo in Dogs by Pink Floyd? I'm going to have to hear it. I love Pink Floyd, but I don't know if I know that song. What album is that? Is that Dark Side of the Moon? Maui Girl always sends us the most beautiful pictures. This is where Maui Girl wakes up every morning and just walks out and just sees this. Can you imagine? Now, the disadvantage is Maui Girl says that she lives in a school bus with no toilet. But you know what? If this is what you get in exchange, I would take it in a heartbeat. Fitchin' Hat says, hey Henry, how much fun was it improvising music while Doug Stanhope told jokes? I liked how you helped build the tension in Bobby Barnett. Thanks, Fitchin' Hat. Yeah, I really loved doing that because I was such a fan of Doug's stand-up. And I knew where it was going, so I could kind of underscore it and go, oh, this part I'm going to be a little bit more, you know, building, and then here I'll be a little sad, you know. And we did it in England a lot of times, and it was a lot of fun. And in Scotland. Maui Girl says the landlord finally repaired the toilet. That is awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Well, Maui Girl says this is Hokipa. Well, does Hokipa mean beautiful in Hawaiian? Because this looks really, really nice. Okay, we've got more pictures. Dark Ages sends us this picture. Oh, I think this is more fireworks stuff. This is really cool. Let's take a look here. The humidity paired with the fireworks smoke is coating the ground with some crazy haze tonight, taken with my drone. Wow, that is a really cool picture. with your drone. Wow, that's really cool. So maybe I'll do a song to this one. Well, I think we just used the landscape, so maybe for the next song we'll do something a little different, something a little bit tighter. Capacious T says, "You've got to be crazy." Is that a reference to the Ice House song? That was a great song. Squidensky says, "I contracted alpha-gal syndrome from a tick bite recently. I can't eat mammal meat anymore." Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I've never actually heard of that. Oh, Dark Ages says this is the wrong pick. Okay. I don't know. My eyes are terrible. I can't see anything. Oh, shoot. I think I grabbed the wrong... How did I do that? All right, I can pull it up. Let's do it. I have to go to Discord. We're going to do this. Hold on. This was from last week. I don't know how that happened because it was with my ones from this week. I must have just pulled down. All right, we're going to do this correctly here. Hold on. Just everybody just kind of hold on to your horses there. We're going to get there. We've got... Oh, yeah, here we go. This is Dark Ages' picture. Now, this is good. Yeah, okay, look at that. Oh, now I see what you were saying here. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke and haze. This is a cool pic. Maybe we're going to have to use this one. And there was another Dark Ages one. Yeah, okay, and then this one took a photo of this dog Wiggles during an assignment for the 4th. Do you think Brisket would drive a little car? And if so, what kind? Yeah, this definitely looks like a Brisket type dog. Let's pull it up here. Yeah, very cool. Oh, wait, I'm covering the dog. Hold on a second. Let's see. Brisket, how are you doing there? Let's take a look. Brisket's a little sadder. All the animals here at Henry's Kitchen have sort of a dark edge to them. I don't know why. But this is very cool. But that one that you've got there looks really fun and happy. I think that's the kind of dogs that you're supposed to have when you have a show that you can attract more viewers with. But instead we've just got this depressed thing that keeps happening. Okay, let's go ahead and find another pick here. Dendroleon gives us a cool pick. Very nice, Dendroleon. Is this your 4th of July pick also? I like it. Dima Dork says, maybe give Brisket a car. It's not a bad idea. WTF, thank you so much for your subscription. That's very kind of you. I can't believe how much we're killing it with subscriptions this month. We are being sponsored by Smithfield, which is pretty cool. Okay. Saguaro Ooh says, Brisket would drive a hearse. You know, it would be depressing, but it would also be kind of cute if you're going to have anybody drive a hearse. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We've got an Eagles song that somebody requested. Ethan sends a picture of their golf course, their local golf course. Is that the moon? Is that the moon or is that the sun? No, it's got to be the moon, right? Because the sun looks like it's setting. But it looks like the moon came out early. Oh, that's a comet. Thanks, Corinne Opinion. I was wondering what that was. Why don't we go ahead and do this song here that was requested to us by Beanie Bobini, our very own intern, Beanie Bobini. Son of a Gamer is taken, says that's the smudge on the camera. Oh, on the lens maybe? No one believes in the moon anymore, says Dazzlecat. Yeah, I think it's just sort of one of those holograms that's put in front of us by the great Deceptor, who creates all of our images. All right, here we go. Boy, I really wish I have a very bright light shining right on the bald part of my head, which is fine. I get it. I'm going bald and I don't really care, but it'd be nice not to show like a big light right on it. You know, can I have that at least? Son of Gamer is taken, says, sorry, man. Better luck next time. Yep. That's a great song, too, by the way. I Slap Catbutts is here. Hey, Catbutts. Good to see you on here. I feel like we're old pals. Shoe Gary says, your head is the moon. Yeah, it is. It kind of is. All right. Parasitosis says, shave it all off. Chrome dome it. You know, I might. Tech Shabby says, need some powder on the dome. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or you must work in the film business, because that would have been really the ideal thing to do. Okay, let's, Carino Pin says, I'd look so funny bald. Yeah, I don't know, I'd be really insecure about it. Official Shitter says, I did that, join me. Okay, I might join Official Shitter and we could just sit there bald and shitting together. Roach Swallower says, no, I love your hair color. Oh, thanks, Roach Swallower, that's nice. Ladies Laid says, did you all know Henry used to have long hair? I sure did. As a matter of fact, we have footage. Well, this is the brisket footage, but here. This is an audition I did for a movie called The Stuff. It was a promo.
I've just seen this new movie called The Stuff, and I've got to tell you, I've got to tell someone. It was so frightening, so scary, it made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. You see, the stuff turns people like you and me into monsters. It was horrifying. It gives me the shakes just thinking about it. Seeing the stuff is going to be the most terrifying experience you've ever had at the movies. But don't take my word for it. You're just going to have to see the stuff for yourself.
And then I got the last line wrong, and I never got the commercial. The thing is that it's supposed to be my friends taking me away. I always had a problem. I would always do one stupid thing. Moth Sora says, was that you, so young and chipper? Yeah, that was 35 years ago. Maybe more like 37 years ago. All right, Beanie Bo Beanie. We're going to do your song here that's called Lion Eyes. And let's see what's going on here. I have it pulled up. Okay, this is a song by the Eagles. I'm going to try to really do this song. We're going to do it in the real key because I think Eagles stuff I should be able to sort of sing correctly. We've got reverb, right? And everything's working on a technical level. Okay, here we go. Yeah. City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile. I'm gonna try to channel Glenn Fry. A rich old man, she won't have to worry. She'll dress up in lace and go in style. Late at night, a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price, and it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So she tells him she must go out for the evening to comfort an old friend who's feeling down. I fell for that one a couple of times. but he knows where she's going as she's leaving. She's headed for the cheating side of town. Computer, where's the cheating side of town?
From Pinterest.com. The backside of town.
Okay, it's the backside of town. All right, that's probably makes sense. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. Thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. On the other side of town, a boy is waiting. Fiery eyes and dreams no one could steal. She drives on through the night anticipating, 'cause he makes her feel the way she used to feel. Oh, we've got a subscription there I'm gonna shout out in just a second, but she rushes to his arms, they fall together. Whispers that it's only for a while. She swears that soon she'll be coming back forever. I screwed that up. She pulls away and leaves him with a smile. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Computer, how much more of this song do I have to do? This is a long song here, guys. All right, we're gonna do there's 17 more verses, and we've done 2, so it won't be that long. Here we go. She gets up and pours herself a strong one, coffee I assume, and stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She draws the shade and hangs her head to cry. She wonders how it ever got this crazy. She thinks about a boy she knew in school. Did she get tired or did she just get lazy? She's so far gone she feels just like a fool. I think the problem is now there's more verses when you feel like it's done. My oh my, you sure know how to arrange things. You set it up so well, so carefully. He's being sarcastic. Ain't it funny how your new life didn't change things? You're still the same old girl you used to be, which is not good. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. No, there ain't no way to hide your I'm a macho man lying eyes. See how I very cleverly fused those 2 songs together at the very end, so I thought that was cool. Everyone type Forson says, great cover, Henry. The only thing that would beat that cover is a nice Smithfield pork chop. Thanks, everyone. Type Force, and it's funny that you mentioned Smithfield because they're actually sponsoring us today, and we've got a whole line of amazing prepared pork products from Smithfield that you can see in the website. Official Shitter says, Force, and thank you for that. Choppa when rear you says, no way. Guitar Joe says, damn yeah, it would. Brett Bain is here. All one word, Brett Bain. Check him out on TikTok and Instagram. Quote, warm smell of stoked pampika rising up through the air. That's a great, maybe I could do that. Warm smell of stoked pampika rising up through the air. Oh no, that was the wrong song. It's supposed to be warm smell of pampika rising up through the air, or something like that. I'll work on that. It's going to be a work in progress. Mothsaurus says, are we porking today? No, we're actually chickening today. Capacious T says, it's amazing how you went from a predominantly vegan vegetarian menu to pork chops. Was it really? I didn't know that, but yeah, possibly. Dark Ages says, Brett Bain is here. All one word. No. Brett Bain is the all one word part. Brett Bain is here is not part of the part that's his username, I guess I would say. DeMonkey610 says, Hotel Cali. Yeah. On a dark desert highway. We could do that one another time. I think we did that one once here. Brett Bain says, triple cheddar is so much better than double cheddar. I don't think I can disagree with that. And we actually have, for today's recipe, we have the triple cheddar. Oh, is that why you referenced it? Because you could see it. And then we also have American cheese. In honor of the Independence Day, which we celebrated here in America yesterday, we've got some actual American cheese product here that we're going to be making our food out of today. And Chernot the Singer says, cheese, yeah, it's going to be really good. Let's see how we're doing on our alerts. I like to check in now and then, make sure we're up to date. Hi, I'm Tara 182. Hey, thank you. Hi, I'm Tara 182 has subscribed. That's very kind of you. And I slap cat butts. Thank you for the cheers. And we have a message here from Roach Swallower. I just found an unopened Kit Kat bar in my pantry. I feel so lucky. Sometimes the kitchen is good to me. Sometimes. Capacious T says, is it made of Americans? No. Computer, why did they call it American cheese?
From Quora.com. It's called American because it was created by a cheesemaker who lives in America.
Okay, so that's what that is, apparently. It makes sense, I guess. Beanie Bobini says, break me off a piece of that. Yeah, this is going to be good. It's going to be hard for me not to just eat it all right now, actually. But going back to Capacious T's, I will say that a lot of times the reason I've been using Beyond Meat and Impossible Beef or whatever in our recipes is because if I'm doing a recipe that I don't really know how it's going to turn out, I really don't want to waste any food, and I don't feel as bad if it's Beyond Meat or whatever, because that's just, I don't know. It's just it's a personal thing for whatever reason. Dendra Leon says, I'm a Made in America is a David Bowie song. Oh, well, maybe that's one that we can do sometime. Game Master Flash says, oh shit, I have 100 grand bar. Thanks for the reminder. All right, the conversation's getting away from where I was aware of what was happening. What's the 100 grand part? All right, well, I think what we're going to do... What the fuck? Evil Steve just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Amazing. Thank you, Evil Steve. That's very kind of you. I'm really, truly blown away here. We have 822 subscribers, which is more than we've had ever since we started. Evil Steve, you mentioned David Byrne. I love David Byrne. We did Psycho Killer, and we could do that one again. Let's see what we have here, though. We've got more alerts coming down the pike. It's Kate X. Thank you so much for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs. And thanks, Evil Steve. Thanks, everybody, for your contributions. We have a lot of cooking to do today, so we're going to keep working here. What? I know that noise. I love that noise. It gives me fond memories. Let me find out what it was. Stringfellow Hawk, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much for a tip of $10. And there's a message here. Help me figure out the next chord. Oh, here, let me get the guitar. That's very kind of you. Stringfellow Hawk says, help me figure out the next chord. D major 7. A minor. Ooh, that's nice. F major 7. E minor. Is this a song that you're writing? A sharp major. Then maybe E major. A. Make it a dominant, and then you can be back to your I don't know. I think there's a million different things you could do. And let's call it an A sharp major. Oh, you could go right from the A sharp to the A. But somehow you got to get to an A 7th, and that'll take you back to your D major. Thanks, Stringfellow Hawk. It's always fun to think music theory, and that's very kind of you to donate to Henry's Kitchen here. I'm going to use that to have some better food than whatever it is that I'm eating, that I'm making here. Pancake King says he plays cello. Oh, cool. Anto D. Hey, Anto D. Thank you very much for your subscription. That's very generous of you to subscribe. Very supportive. All right. I think it's time now for us to go ahead and... we've got a question from I Slap Cat Butts about brisket. And I don't know if brisket just doesn't have great hearing or whatever, or maybe there's just not a lot of fireworks around here, but somehow didn't really seem phased. There were fireworks going off, and I thought for sure, brisket's going to be one of those dogs that barks or freaks out, but she really didn't do anything. I Slap Cat Butt says, Henry, how did Brisket handle the fireworks last night? My cats always hide under the bed, and their night is just totally ruined. Yeah, a few of my friends with dogs, and it doesn't matter if they're big or small. They some dogs really, really have a hard time with it. But Brisket could probably sleep through anything. Just, a burglar walking in here, and doesn't even have to be quiet. Just sit there and just take all kinds of shit. And Brisket doesn't care. But Brisket can run. And it's good to run. Let's go ahead and take a look at Brisket running and through the hallway. That's not it. Come on.
I've just seen this new movie called The Stuff, and I've got to tell you.
Here it is. Brisket's going to show up in a second here. Look at the air she gets. Yeah, she's getting serious air. Thanks, It's Kate X, for throwing us that awesome, awesome video. All right, so we're gonna make sure we've scrolled through all of the pictures here. And we're going to start cooking. Maui Girl, we got Dark Ages. Oh, It's Kate gives us this one. This is part of a campaign that we're doing here at Henry's Kitchen to promote the new Jose Suicidio album. Listen to There's Something Wrong With Me by Jose Suicidio. This is a few of the users apparently doing some flag waving as a promo, kind of a cheap promotional stunt for the album, but there's a lot of this kind of grassroots type of stuff that's happening. Evil Steve, thank you so much for your subscription. And Mystic Sorcha says, Henry, do you or have you done session work? Now, you know what? I always wanted to be that when I was in my late teens. I was taking guitar lessons, and I never really had the discipline. And people that play guitar can tell I feel like I learned a lot of the finger work or whatever, but in terms of general musicianship, I never sat there and practiced to a metronome like I should have. I sort of played by myself a lot without a lot of band members, and that's usually one of the things that makes you better to sort of lock in, and all those things are necessary for being a studio musician. And by the time I was in my 20s, I started going around and doing my own original songs in coffee houses, and it started looking like maybe I could do that instead. So I mean, somebody would have a demo and they'd ask me to play guitar on it for $50 or something like that, and that was all right. But yeah, you're right, It's Kate. The session musicians, you got to watch the Yacht Rock documentary. It's amazing when they talk about Steely Dan and Larry Carlton and Steve Gadd and all the guys from Toto and everything. These incredible musicians, the best in the world. Thanks very much, TF is this guy. I will say that I spent a lot of time learning, but I never really got it down to where there's just certain principles of musician performance that I didn't really master good enough to play like on a record or on a TV commercial or something like that. Big Boofa Live says, when will you return to your original hairstyle? I don't know. If I grew it up, when you're old, you try to grow that kind of mullet type thing. If you own it, then you can really do okay with it, but that's the way it is with anything. But I would just feel constantly self-conscious. Guitar Joe says, encoded riddle for Henry. Oh, I like these riddles. I'm a history maker and a hit maker. I'm found in the entrance hall in Headley Grange that gave life to John Bonham's drums on When the Levee Breaks. Oh, I know what this is. But use me now and my tender heart aches. What am I? This is a riddle that is Guitar Joe's way of telling me that I left the reverb on my voice and I'm going to take it off. Read that riddle multiple times and you'll see that he's talking about reverb. If you do have to tell me about any technical problems, please try to do it either in riddle form or in some type of encoded message. It's a lot less embarrassing for me. This was me on 4th of July a few years back. I was just hoping that some of my neighbors or somebody would show up to help me eat my 4th of July fish franks. And even though nobody showed up, I definitely was decked out in my 4th of July attire. The Kid Sheeny Gamey says, you're inspirational to me, man. I show all your videos to my friends. That's very nice of you, the Kid Sheeny Gamey. That's really, really nice to hear. Moth Sora says, that's quite the bottle of Coke you had, all to yourself. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be all to myself. There was supposed to be a party there, but sometimes you end up all by yourself. And that's okay, too. Let's see. I think that is pretty much all of our pictures that we've gone through. All right, so here we go, guys. I think it's time. We're doing it. We're in the kitchen. Oh boy. Beanie Bobini says kitchen time. Thanks again for the song, Henry. Hey, thanks for requesting that song. That was fun. I have to pull up the recipe here. This is a buffalo chicken casserole dish. If anybody wants to see what it looks like, it's going to look like that. Yeah, Parasitosis says RIP kitchen sign. Yeah, no, it's here. It's just, it's really taken a lot of beating. It doesn't light up anymore. I never really found a place where I could hang it here. Because if I were to put like nails in there and hang it, then I wouldn't have been able to open the cupboard or whatever it's called. So that's kind of a lot of that particular problem. So I apologize about that. Everyone type force and says, are we going cooking chaos again, Henry? Yes, let's definitely do cooking chaos. This is something that Quanto, our technical advisor, has set up for us, and it's pretty damn cool. It's just throws a little bit of a challenge into the cooking situation. Parasitosis asks, and this is a very important question, is this food IBS safe? IBS, of course, means irritable bowel syndrome. I have it. Many of my friends have it. Is it safe for people with IBS? Well, it will give you IBS. I think it's safe. I don't know. But see, a lot of this stuff is a trade-off. It's like, well, there's certain trigger foods like coffee, but if you think I'm going to not drink coffee because it's going to make me go to the bathroom, you don't know me. Frivolous Disguise says, have you ever tried to make some type of Korean food? Have we done Korean food? If not, I definitely should. Maybe some bulgogi. What are some other Korean foods? This is where I'm going to sound ignorant, and I'm sorry, but I know I made boba tea. Is that Korean or is that Japanese?
Delicious.
Throw some out here for me. A real human being. Thank you very much for your 5,000 bits? That's absolutely amazing. What the hell? Computer, how many bits is 5,000?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Wow, that's really either way, that's a very, very generous donation. Thank you very much. And it was enough to trigger a sound effect situation. A real human being cheered 5,000 bits. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for that. I feel not worthy. But you're getting a lot of applause here. Beanie Bobini says, fellow bean. Yeah, Beanie Bobini is another bean. And thanks also for your subscription for 5 months. Hey, the domain GPCE is here. So great to see you. So good to see you too. The domain GPCE is a podcaster, and I've done a couple of episodes of his podcast. Go ahead and shout out your the current name of your podcast right now. I can't remember what it was. I know we posted it in Discord, but you had changed it from the domain. Wow. Thanks again. A real human being. That's very kind of you. And if anybody's keeping track, in terms of subscriptions, we have 834 subscriptions, which is absolutely incredible. Oh, okay. Frivolous Disguise says boba is Vietnamese. Okay, yeah, I knew I was going to screw that up, and I feel bad. Oh, it's from Taiwan. Okay. Well, let me know some good Korean dishes. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how we're doing here. Well, let's take a look at our ingredients here. I don't know why I have an empty plate there. Let's put stuff on the plate. Okay. I'm going to have to get some coffee going here. Pretty good. Okay. So, as we talked about, I have our American cheese because we're still on Independence Day weekend here in the US. So, we're going to use American cheese. Computer, what is American cheese made out of?
American cheese is made from cow milk. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did. I don't know why I thought it was something else.
Thanks for your feedback.
Sure. Okay, and then we have this, which is a fine triple cheddar. That is a little bit more European. And then we have our extra virgin olive oil along with some cream cheese. So we got a lot of cheese on this. So to answer parasitosis question about irritable bowel syndrome and whether this is safe, no, actually I would go ahead and say this is very unsafe. Hi, I'm Tara182 says, I just almost set a spatula on fire while making ramen and watching this stream. Oh, be careful. The kitchen is the most dangerous place in your house. There's fire, there's sharp objects, there's humiliation, there's so many bad things that can happen. It's like the lion's den or whatever. Okay, salt and pepper. We're not using the salt and pepper. There's a rap group called Salt and Pepper, and we have salt and pepper shakers, but we can't use those today. For one thing, because I wanted to go gourmet, so we've got black peppercorn grinder, and then we've got our sea salt. These are very fancy. And also, there's something, I can't find the bottom of the salt for the salt and pepper shakers. Okay, so we've got here our red onion. I assume this is a red onion. And garlic powder and onion powder. And then we've got Valentina salsa picante. Unfortunately, this asks for buffalo sauce, which I don't have. But I've got some salsa, which is similar in color. So I assume that's going to be kind of same type of thing. So anyway, it's going to be exciting. I've got a casserole dish. We're going to be here a while, though. It's going to be a tough one. I hope you guys are in for the long haul. But you're going to learn a lot. There's no doubt about that. So I think this is probably the best opportunity to tell you, one, that we are being sponsored this whole month for one full month, midway through last month and then into this month, by Smithfield Pork Products, who are sponsoring Henry's Kitchen. And I'm going to go ahead and show you their website as part of my commitment to them. But I want to say that during such time as they are sponsoring us, it's important for you to know that the subscriptions are going to be half off. So there you have it. And then let's go to the situation here. This is their website, Prepared Pork. And I'm going to tell you ahead of time, this part of the stream is most definitely being sponsored by Smithfield. Prepared pork. Flavor is easy, for me at least. I'm a seasoned pro, and there's a little play on words there. This is the pork talking, I think. I'm seasoned, literally. Because, of course, and the professional part is important because this is not made by amateurs. This is really actual stuff that's very difficult to make for the average person. But it says here, I'll do the hard work. You just take the delicious bite. Take a look at everything I bring to the table. So look, whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or just a casual family get together, or I would even add if you're just sitting at home and you just are craving some really, really delicious food, Smithfield marinated and seasoned fresh pork delivers bold, craveable flavor with minimal prep. And there's really an emphasis on the minimal prep part. You're not doing anything, really. You're just heating it and serving it. Just make sure you heat it enough and it's going to taste delicious. And look at some of the fancy flavors that you've got here. These ready to cook products are freshly seasoned and marinated, making it easy to serve up versatile protein packed meals any night of the week. So, this will be your main dish, and then you can make your side dishes. Featuring bold new flavors and cuts, garlic and herb, sweet and smoky barbecue, osso buco, chipotle, Caribbean jerk, carnitas, cilantro lime, mesquite barbecue, and brown sugar barbecue, alongside new cuts like pre-sliced ham strips, pork chops, fillets. Effortless cooking, pre-marinated and ready to cook. Just heat and serve for bold, no-fuss flavor. And the meals are versatile, from burrito bowls to barbecue mac and cheese to pasta, salads. Oh yeah, and I want to say that you can actually go to their website and put in your zip code, and it'll tell you where you can buy the products near you. I think it's only in the U.S. I could be wrong about that, but pre-marinated, ready to cook, just heat and serve. Bold, no fuss flavor, from burrito bowls to barbecue mac and cheese to pasta salads. Endless flavor options make mealtime easy. Protein packed, a satisfying high protein option with 19 grams per serving to keep you full and fueled. Pick up Smithfield marinated and seasoned fresh pork at Walmart for an easy, flavorful weeknight meal. So once again, you can go to the website and it'll tell you where it is. Okay. So and then It's Kate just sent a link into the chat where you can go on that. Thanks for doing that, It's Kate. Bubble Wrap Highway says, "Give me all the meats." Yeah. And this is literally like if you're having a barbecue and you throw one of these on the grill and then serve that, that's going to just make you, they're going to be like, wow, Henry's got the best barbecue in town. What does he do? He's making al pastor and Korean barbecue seasoned loin strips. Like, what happened? He's the best guy ever. And you want that, you know? Frivolous disguise. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I'm just checking in to see if there's any questions here. Thanks, everybody, for the support. And thanks, Smithfield, for sponsoring our stream today. Now, what we're going to be cooking here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's a chicken casserole, and I've got a lot of the same ingredients that they use here. I will say I did have to substitute quite a few of them. Okay, let's see. Paladin Poco says, "Did you make the food without us?" No, we're about to make the food right now. Computer, what time is it?
The time is 1:16 p.m.
Yeah, okay. So, all right, here we go. We're doing it. I'm going to start Kitchen Chaos. That's the game that Quanto invented that's going to enable us to do, or it's going to make it so that we do some challenges. Let me just make sure this all works. Make sure you can see me okay. I have to push start. Okay, start. Let's go ahead and start that. I'm going to make this smaller. Whoa, okay, we've got Bert Bufftug has joined the chat. Bert Bufftug says, "Hi friends, sorry I'm late." Hey, no problem, Barf Bufftug. We actually never have to apologize here. I'm sorry, Bert Bufftug. We never have to apologize here for being late. I was always late in school and I got yelled at and shamed and embarrassed, and I would never want to put that on anybody else. But please, just try to be on time going forward. Okay, here we go. There's a poll now. Is there a poll? Wait, what's going on? How come I don't see the poll? Oh, I see. The quiz is underway. Is it not working? Let me know. It is. Okay. For some reason, I can't see it. I don't know. I don't know why I can't. Usually I can see it. Looks fine here. I was not ready for a quiz. I don't think it's really so much a quiz, but yeah, I don't see it. I'm gonna try to start it again. Already running, it says. I'm having a problem because I can't see it. I'm gonna restart Kitchen Chaos. Hold on, everybody. I'm very sorry about this. We're gonna restart it. And hopefully this will work now. Yeah, I think it's gonna run now. Hold on a second here. Yeah, there's a poll running now. Okay. So let's get caught up here. Okay, new poll. Why are you all choosing no talking? Oh, okay, that's you guys. That's gonna come up here. But I'm gonna start getting to work. So I've got the website up here. We're gonna start going into our situation here. I'm gonna go jump to recipe. And the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat our oven to 400 degrees. As well as in a medium skillet. This is a large skillet. We want to get a medium one. Computer, why does it matter what your size of skillet is?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, this is our thing here. Add onion, carrots, and celery and cook, stirring occasionally. So we haven't quite gotten into the business of prepping our vegetables, so we should probably do that now. Under onions, it says, and it's supposed to be a white onion, but I don't think it matters. It doesn't affect the taste. We want to finely chop this. So let's just finely chop it. Uh-oh. There it goes. So non-dominant hand only. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to have to do this with my left hand. I actually can't use another hand, so I actually have to cut this with only one hand. That's going to be tricky. Oh boy. I don't know if you can do that. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see. I will keep trying to do that, but we've got other veggies too. So we have our carrots. Only using the non-dominant hand here. Uh-oh, I startled brisket. Oh yeah, I have to do it this way. Brisket got startled by whatever that was that just happened there. I have some leftovers from yesterday's 4th of July barbecue. And one of the dishes that I prepared was carrots. So I'm going to take some of these carrots that I prepared. These are called Moroccan carrots. And these are going to go into our casserole. I can only do this with my non-dominant hand. So I'm just going to take them out individually. Carinu Pinion says, that looks vile. Well, yeah, yeah, I guess it's not really very sightly, and it didn't actually come out tasting very good either, which I thought was interesting. Um, okay, so those are going to be our carrots. I think that's probably enough. They're not very good, so I don't want to put too many of them in there. Let's go ahead and close this up. Again, only being able to use our non-dominant hand, which is the left hand. Dark Ages says it looks pretty similar to my kitchen compost something or other. Well, I don't see what the rest of his statement was, but it didn't look like it was gonna be a compliment, which is okay. I don't like to stifle anybody's opinions here. We have alerts to be read here, but I can only do this with this hand. The domain GPCE, thank you so much for those gift subs. That's very kind of you. Thanks for doing that. Okay, let's take a look at our next order of business. We've still got more. We have celery. Okay, we're gonna here. I think we can do our garlic with only one hand, and it'll be the non-dominant one. Here we go. We're just gonna put. Now I like to take some of the paper off the garlic. Computer, what's with that paper on the garlic?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Boy, computer is just a fountain of information today, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and put that in there. And we're only using one hand for this now. Not bad. Really hard to get accurate. Computer, why is it that we're better with one hand than the other?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Wow, I thought that would be more basic. Okay, this is getting very difficult here. Let me see how much longer we have to do this. Gonna go to Kitchen Chaos. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was supposed to hit start and I didn't. I should have done that. There's going to be a new poll here in a second. So from now on, I have to push start. Wow, that was really tricky. Okay, I'm going to cut this onion before the next poll. So we've got carrots that Corinne Opinion says look vile, but then there was some other people that said it looked good. Frivolous Disguise says, computer, why is the dominant hand better? Hey, computer, why is the dominant hand better?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, it's just really not very good. Hi, I'm Tara. 182 says, Henry is straight up not having a good time. Well, that's one way to describe it. I was definitely having a little bit more fun when we were doing the singing. But the cooking, cooking is hard. We don't try to make any bones about that. No pun intended. Computer, what does it mean when you say no bones about it?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Computer, are you alive?
Artificially, maybe, but not in the same way that you're alive.
You're alive in the way that you're not contributing any to the conversation. Although there's a lot of living human beings that do that too. Guitar Joe says, hey, who are we to impose fickle whims upon Henry Phillips? Yeah, Fickle Whims was my garage band when I was in high school. Hi, I'm Tara182, waiting for the stovetop to cool off so I can scrape off the melted plastic. Oh, man. Yeah, you got to peel the plastic off, guys. When you're working with this type of cheese where it's got the plastic slices individually plastic wrapped, peel the plastic off first before you start cooking it. I made that mistake, and it's awful. It's just like the punishment is worse than the crime. Your whole place stinks. You got toxins in your body and whatnot. Uh-oh, we've got a definite onion lacrimatory situation here. Let's see what it says. I have to put 3 times the current ingredient. Oh boy. Okay. Well, the current ingredient is onion, so I guess we're going to put all of the onion in there. We're going to have a lot of onion in our casserole. Hopefully that's okay. And also, my eyes are not doing so well. I might have to, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the Onyo helm here. Let's real quickly watch a little bit of Brisket doing her run, because I'm starting to get teary-eyed here. Thank you so much, It's Kate, for giving us that awesome video. So I'm going to be cutting with this. This might be a little extreme, but I'm getting really bothered by this onion situation. So I absolutely want to stop tearing up here. So it is a little hard to see. So I'm doing the best I can here. I want to make sure that we use every part of the onion, except that gross part. And you don't want the paper. Be very careful. I'm using a paring knife for this. Computer, what's a paring knife?
From Surlatable.com. A paring knife is a small, sharp knife that is used for peeling and trimming fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, so that's what we're using for this. We're paring it down. Not so much chopping, and I think the reason for that is I can't see anything right now. So I want to make sure that I don't cut my fingers. I'm just kind of going by feel. Okay. Right? I think that's probably not so bad. We used all of the onion. I have some teary-eye situation happening here. Let me see if I can get rid of it. Computer, once the damage is done with the onion in your eyes, what's the best way to get rid of it?
To ease onion irritation, rinse your eyes with cool water or use a saline eye drop. Avoid rubbing and keep the area ventilated to help clear the sensation quickly. If irritation persists, consult a healthcare professional.
A healthcare professional? Jeez, that seems a little over the top. Am I wrong about that? Milk in your eyes, brother. That's what Shoe Gary says. That sounds kind of weird. I don't know. But here, I'm going to throw this away. Milk gets in your eyes. All right, here we go. All right, we're getting a proper veggie situation happening here, which is nice. Let's go back to our recipe. We're gonna put in a medium skillet over medium heat. boy, we have a lot of space that's taken up here. Oh, we're going to make bouillon also. But I'm excited about the cheese factor. Let's bring our infrared stove into the fray. I think that's the term you're supposed to use. What? Okay, we've got Broken Steel 357. Thank you very much, Broken Steel 357, for that Prime subscription there. I'm getting stuff wet here. Okay. I gotta chill for a second, guys. I gotta have a coffee. Let me check in with the chat here. It's Kate X says there's a new poll. Oh my goodness. All right, what am I supposed to be doing here? Turn this to medium heat. So let's say 600. And we want to add, we're going to heat our oil. So we want a little bit of olive oil. Only 1 tablespoon. Yeah? Macho man. Paladin Poco says, Henry, are we legally required to wash our hands during cooking? No, not at all. You do not. The only reason you have to ever wash your hands is if you're cooking for someone else. But if you're just cooking for yourself, have at it. Have the best time of your life. You don't have to ruin it with that kind of shit. Okay. So, Moth Sora wants to know, Henry, what's your favorite kind of oil for taste purposes? I'd probably say Acevedo. Acevedo is probably my personal favorite, but second would be extra virgin. Okay, what do we got here? We've got a couple things. One, I want to read Guitar Joe, maybe in keeping with some of the metal bands of the 1970s and 80s, has tipped $6.66. I'm reminded of the Iron Maiden album. Guitar Joe says, question. If you, Henry, happen to regard your witticisms as your children, can we users think of ourselves as fun uncles and aunts who enjoy pretending that your children are ours from time to time? Do you ever get secretly tired of your children? Yeah. I'm really exhausted with most of my children, but you can't bail on your children. And I'm talking about my, I guess my jokes. And yeah, you can absolutely, you can certainly pretend that your children, or that my children are yours. I have no problem with that. Okay, what is next going on here? Oh yeah, we have a new thing, a new punishment. We've already done 3 times the current ingredient. We have to add hot sauce. Oh my goodness. And we have hot sauce in this recipe, but we're going to have to add more. Okay. So why don't we just start with a base of hot sauce? And then let's add our veggies and our onions. We have a lot of onions here, guys. Wow, that was stupid. I just scraped this into my hand. That was dumb. Don't do that. And let's get some type of a spatula situation. I don't know if it's having us put our garlic in there yet, but let's take a look. We've put our onion and carrots. Computer, how much time left?
There are no timers set.
Okay, I haven't put the real hot sauce in there yet. We just added hot sauce because that's what Kitchen Chaos told us to do. But there's going to be more hot sauce in there. But I have kind of a base of hot sauce going in there. So it's going to be hot. I think we can probably at least know that. So now we're going to add the garlic. I think I'm going to do a couple more garlics. Let's see what we've got here. Corinne Opinion says the hotter the better. Sure Not the Singer says hot. Never too much garlic. Yeah, you're right. Hi, I'm Tara. I'm a big fan of the garlic myself. All right, so now let's dump out this stuff. Let's get rid of that. Cooking is such a pain in the ass. But it's one of those things where if you don't do it, then you don't eat. And we can't do that. Computer, how much time left?
There are no timers set.
Did I really forget again to put the timer? Computer, set timer for 6 minutes. You know, this actually smells pretty good. Except the carrots. The Kid Sheeny Gamey says 30% chance of death, I think. Yeah, that's always a possibility. We do try to avoid it here at Henry's Kitchen, but that's okay. Let's go to our punishments. There's going to be a new poll coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. All right. We're just cooking up our veggies for our casserole, and it is not looking great. But that's okay. What the fuck? The Chirenex just resubscribed at the tier 3 level. Thank you so much, the Chirenex. That's very kind of you. And you know what? These carrots are too long. We're going to need to go ahead, because they're going to be in our casserole. We don't want to choke on these. So I'm going to cut them. This spatula is awesome because you can cut stuff with it. A lot of spatulas are just made out of rubber, which I think this even is, but you can't really do anything like that with it. And so it's kind of a cool thing. Alrighty. Guitar Joe says, is that spatula made of some kind of high-tech composite? I don't know. Computer, what are spatulas made out of?
Spatulas are commonly made from materials like stainless steel, silicone, or wood. Each material offers different benefits, such as durability or heat resistance, so you can choose based on your cooking needs.
Well, this one doesn't seem to be steel or wood, so I'm going to say it's probably silicone. Which is the same thing that they use for fake breasts, I guess. Son of Gamer is taken. Hey, Henry. What is the difference between infrared stove and induction stove? I was planning on getting one. I don't know. That my infrared one tends to work even under any conditions. I don't know. I think it's better. I think with a conduction stove, it has to be a very specific type of pot that you're using. Okay, well, we've got a new one here. This one says, eat the current ingredient. Well, I guess the current ingredient, I wish it was cheese, but it's not. I guess I'm going to take something off of here. Why don't I put together something with some onion and some carrot? There we go. Huh. Hot. Hot. Woo. Of course it's hot. What am I doing? I'm going to turn the heat down. Ah, the hot sauce just kicked me in the ass. Very hot, spicy, hot temperature, hot. That was not a fun bite, I gotta say. I can't wash it down with coffee. We need some water here. Okay, so let's go ahead. We got to get to business now. We're going to add our garlic powder and our onion powder and season. What the fuck? Beanie Bobini has just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you, Beanie Bobini, our intern. And the domain GPCE has also done so. And thank you very much for that. Let's see here. The domain GPCE has subscribed for 4 months at the tier 1 level and says food. Thank you very much. And Haraki has subscribed via Prime. Okay, so let's go ahead now. And we got to start moving on. We're behind schedule. All right, so we're going to add garlic powder, which is this one. And this is just going to be to taste. And then we want onion powder. Computer, what's the difference between garlic powder and onion powder?
Garlic powder and onion powder are both seasoning blends but come from different sources.
Our Black and Decker peppercorns.
Savory flavor, while onion powder comes from dried onions, offering a sweet and mild taste. Both add depth to dishes that have distinct
Nothing
flavor
coming out of that.
profiles.
And then some salt. A lot coming out of this. All right. We really have a lot of spices going on. And now we want to add cream cheese. Can you believe that? We're adding cream cheese to this. Oh, and we need broth. Shit. Okay, I'm going to get this thing going. We need broth. So we're going to use a not chicken thing. Let me just see here. Haraki, thanks so much. So this is not chicken. Just make sure you remember that. It's chicken broth, I think. And I'll show you how this works. I've done this a few times. You want to take a measuring cup like this. And you're going to take this not chicken stuff and put it in there. And then we're just heating up some broth here. Oh, dissolve half a cube, which I've got, in 1 cup of hot water. It just says hot. It doesn't say boiling. So I'm just going to use this as is. Computer, how hot is hot water?
From Answers.com, the temperature of hot water is typically between 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. There we go. So we're just going to do 1 cup. Show you what's going on here. Now let's Stir it up. I think that's supposed to kind of do a little bit more work there. It's supposed to break up a little bit more. It's supposed to make it all brothy, I guess. Stir it up. Yeah, no, that's not doing anything. Come on. I thought it would break up way better than that. This sucks. Come on. Why isn't it breaking up? This might be a job for our whisker. Whisk it up. Come on. Computer, why isn't my bouillon stirring up?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't really phrase that very well. This sucks. I don't know why it's doing that. It's just clumping on the bottom. I don't know if you could see that. Whatever, we don't have time. What we're gonna do now, what the fuck, uh-oh. More shit going down here. We're gonna get rid of, eat the current ingredient. Pet brisket, okay. I have to do what I have to do. Is that okay? That was more of a tummy scratch. Okay. Let's get back to work. Enough tummy scratching. Add rice? We don't have rice. Sorry, rice is not happening. I don't know how I missed rice. What? How did I screw up that bad? Okay, stirring, garlic powder, salt and pepper, rice, no. Cream cheese. And we're going to stir this till combined. How much cream cheese, though? Softened cream cheese, 1 block. Computer, how much is 1 block of cream cheese?
The top result is Organic Valley Organic Cream Cheese Block. It's $5.99.
See, now this has chives in it, but that means that I can't tell if it's moldy or not. Whatever. I'm just going to put in a bunch of cream cheese there. And hope for the best. That cream cheese does not want to leave the spoon. Okay, stir until combined. So it's very important that you follow along with the particular order of operations here. We're doing the cream cheese until combined. And then now, what we're going to do next is we're going to add our broth. And I love putting our broth on there. I like it better when it's not all clumped out like that, but... Oh no. What happened? What happened? It's turning off? I think if you get water on it, it turns off automatically, but somehow or another that wound up being okay. Okay, now we're gonna add in our chicken and our hot sauce. So we got to put hot sauce in there again. Where's our chicken? This is a prepared chicken situation. Oh my God. This is difficult. This is fully cooked chicken, ready to eat. But it's been in the fridge for a while. I've got chicken leg there. And I think we're just going to do the chicken legs. And sorry, I didn't realize. Uh-oh, I think we blew a fuse. Are you still there? Can everybody hear me okay? Yes. Okay, people are saying yes. We blew a fuse, so we have a half-cooked situation here. This is turning into a nightmare, but we're going to make it through. We always do. Just going to try to get some meat off of this bone here. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, I should have just made some Smithfield pork chops. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. We would have just thrown that on there and then put it in here. But that's okay. We're going to get through it. We always do. We always do this. We always think that it's going to come out like shit. But it always comes out perfect. I mean, well, a couple of times it's come out perfect. And then but we always finish it. That's the important thing there. Just trying to get some chicken off these bones here. Okay, I don't know why my infrared stove stopped working there. Maybe it's because it's all wet. Okay. I like where they're going with this. Okay, let's get that back. Now we're going to add in our chicken. And then now, what's next? Paladin Poco says, Henry, you seem to be turning green. Do you feel under the weather today? No, I feel pretty good compared to the way I usually feel. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Add cinnamon. You know, that could be good or it could be bad. We'll see. But let's see. We added our chicken. Oh, yeah, we have to add more of our hot sauce. This time we're going to add this sauce that's supposed to be in there anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. I think a little bit of this goes a long way. Add the broth. Chicken sauce. Season with salt and pepper we did. And then after this, we're going to transfer it. And what's the assignment? Add cinnamon. Okay. You know what? Every now and then, I think Moroccan food is the type of food where it's got, or Ethiopian food, where they have sweet and savory put together. But the question is, can I find my cinnamon? So difficult. I know I have it. Stoked paprika, turmeric root. I know I have cinnamon. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna, in the interest of time, I don't have my cinnamon. I'm gonna use Chinese 5-spice. It's very sweet. And I think cinnamon is one of the things that's in it, but maybe this is gonna make it awesome. I don't know. That's the best I can do in the spirit of Quanto's game here. Now this, we are going to, here's the thing. We need something to soak this up. It's supposed to have rice. I don't have rice. I do have my cereal, cornflakes. Here. There we go. Cornflakes. I think I'm going to put cornflakes in here instead of rice. It doesn't seem like that should be a problem. I just want to check the expiration date on this, if they have it. It's promoting the Minecraft movie, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of the time. I think the Minecraft movie... Computer, when is the Minecraft movie coming out?
The film The Minecraft Movie was released on April 4th, 2025.
Okay, so that already came out. We're gonna do it. I don't care. Volatile Vixen says leave them out and make it chicken picante, but it's supposed to be a casserole. That's the whole thing. Cereal doesn't go bad. It was never fresh. That's what Ranger 318 says. Okay, well that's good. 2 or 3 years, Capacious T says. Okay, so I appreciate the people saying that I shouldn't do this, but it is a casserole. We want to end up with a casserole here today. We need something to soak up some of that. It's not a lot, just a little bit. And did you know that a lot of the experimentation that happens in the kitchen has yielded amazing results? People don't realize the tarte tatin, the famous French spin on apple pie, is actually a very much the history of that is that it was invented by mistake. Basically, there were some nuns that were drinking too much wine or whatever it was, and they accidentally put the thing in upside down or something like that. Mystic Sorcha says, what about quinoa? It's too late because I think I would have had to cook it already. But I mean, this is made out of rice, right? Or it's corn flakes, but corn, rice, whatever. There's Rice Krispies, there's corn flakes. It's all the same shit. All right, so let's just go on to the next thing. So we're going to transfer the rice mixture, or in our case, the corn mixture, to a baking dish. We're going to cover it with foil. I do not have foil. Damn it. And we're going to go ahead and put it in for 40 minutes. So let's do it. It's time. I want to know when we get to put some of this cool cheese in there. There's a lot of interesting smells coming out of this thing. And, I'd say looks wise, it is looking very much like the picture. So I think we're probably going to be okay here. I wonder if our casserole thing is a little bit too shallow, but not much we can do about that. But boy, look at that. We have a lot of red onions there. I just want to see here. I'm going to jump ahead. Carefully remove. What's this? Add water. Oh my God. Okay, I think we can add water because it's going to evaporate, right? It's actually something I didn't think about. We probably need more water. All right. We're going to go ahead. Wait. I think we're no, I think we're done with the polls because I'm going to put this in the oven and then we're going to start gaming. But it does say we're going to bake this and then we're going to add the cheese on top afterward. So, okay, here goes nothing. We're putting this in the oven. Computer, start timer for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, starting now.
Ooh-wee. Sorry, I'm going to have a piece of cheese right now because I can't not. I'm just very hungry. Volatile Vixen says, just watching this is making my IBS act up. Yeah, I don't blame you. Mine's feeling a little triggered too. Capacious T says it needs bacon. Yeah. This isn't the best cheese ever. All right. We're going to do some gaming here. I'm going to put away the cream cheese. Need some water. Computer, how much time left?
You have 38 minutes left on your 40-minute timer.
Okay, we can do this. Let me move this over. And I'm going to check in with the alerts here. Haraki, thank you again so much. That's very kind of you. And boy, we have 845 subscribers. That is a really, really amazing number. And I really just thank you so much for the support. Beanie Bobini says, why are you the way that you are? That's a good question. Computer, why are I the way that I are? The grammar
I'm
was
not
weird.
quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, I said that the wrong way. Okay. The domain GPCE says, you said it was an interesting smell. Do you think it will be when it comes out the other end later? You mean when it comes out of the oven? Yeah, I'm hoping it's actually better. BK69, one of our tier 3 subscribers, has said, don't forget to check your Prime subs. Every unspent Prime is another mansion for Bezos. Oh, I didn't realize that. Check your Prime subs, everybody. We don't need another mansion for Bezos. Fluviology says, toast 1. toast in toaster. 2, apply butter to toast. So you're doing an overly simplified version of this recipe, which actually sounds delicious to me. Muthsaurus says, when will you play Risk of Rain 2? Did we do the sequel to that? Because we played Heavy Rain. But we did not do Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain sounds like the prequel. Like, you know, the movie Snakes on the Plane. And then there was the prequel, The Risk of Snakes on a Plane, meaning it's impending doom. Son of Gamer is taken, says, hey, Henry, are you planning on playing your old songs anytime? I really love them. Well, thanks. Yeah, I do every now and then. Every now and then we do them. Some of them I feel have aged pretty well, and then some of them I don't really feel have as much. But certainly, yeah, I'd like to do more of them. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to play this game. Oh, what do we have here? Sounds like Heavy Rain. Yeah. We're going to open Steam. This is going to be a little bit of a to-do. There's always a little bit of a rigmarole here. But we've been playing this game, Balatro, which is so fun. If you're into poker or card games in general, this is a variation on the old tried and true, and it's pretty cool. Let's turn off the downloads. And let's go to Balatro. Roach Swallower says, Henry, I'd also watch you just play online poker. Okay. Yeah, we could try that sometime. I do have an online poker game that I've done, but I don't know if I want to play for real money. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, let's see. How are we going to do this? Oh, here we go. Okay. Here's the game. And now we need to put on the audio. Sorry, everybody. This is always a little complicated. All right. Let me... Oh yeah, I want to make sure everybody knows that I do have a tour date in Central Illinois in September, or is it October, that you can go to. We always have a lot of fun. All right, so I had a thing that said louder earlier. Do you still need it to be louder, or is it finally okay? Let me know how we're doing from a technical perspective here. Do you guys hear me and see me, and then hear the game, and then see me and see the game? Sounds good. Okay, cool. Everything's good. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and play a little Balatro then. Computer, how much time left?
You have 32 minutes left on your 40-minute timer.
All right, we've been playing. Have any of you guys played this game? Parasitosis was helping me a lot. Here we go. We're just going to continue with where we were. Play. I'm totally open. Yeah, it's a great game, isn't it? I'm totally open if you guys want to give me some of your suggestions. Paladin Poco says, when are they going to add the Henry's Kitchen Joker to Balatro? That would be cool. Okay. Oh, Guitar Joe's going to play Bully in the other window. That's Beelzebe's game that she invented. It's pretty fun also. All right. Sorry, the technical stuff always kind of gets me. You should play Mecha Chameleon. Yeah, that sounds cool. All right, here we go. What do you guys think? So I've got $6. I can grab... This is a plus 12 if it contains 3 of a kind. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's buy it. Okay, that's all the money we have. I think it's time to go ahead and play the next round. Corinne Upinion says, good luck on getting high in the leaderboards, Guitar Joe. Yeah, try to get in there. Okay, select the window. All diamond cards are debuffed. Okay, that's what we're doing now. All diamond cards are debuffed. That sucks. So I can't use any of my diamonds, and I got 4 of them. I almost had a flush there. So I do have a bunch of spades. I think I'm just going to get rid of... I don't need that many. I'm going to discard. I'm just going to try to get... I'm just going to keep... Yeah, there we go. Wow, I almost got a straight flush, but not quite. All right, I'm just going to keep this... Play this. Right? Flush isn't bad, but you know what? It's just occurring to me I should have done the 30 chips. I should have done the 3 of a kind. Okay, I've got another flush. Carius VT, can you play SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom? Yeah, that sounds okay. Mothsaur says, Henry Big Guy Pants okay. Wow, that's just a lot of words that aren't related to each other being strung together. Hi, I'm Tara182 says, that is my favorite game of all time. Big guy, big guy, big guy. Okay. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but I appreciate it. Alright, so what do we got? We got $9. This one's extra chips. This one, each played ace, 2, 3, or 5 gives a mult. Okay, I'll buy that one. That looks good. Okay. Next round. Is that the one I got? The Fibonacci? Zany, banner. It doesn't say Fibonacci. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got it. Okay, awesome. Thanks, BLSB. Okay, what do we got? We got a straight right here. 2, 3. Oh, shit, we don't. We have 2 pair, though. King, king, fool, fool. Okay, so I'm going to... Should I just play those? Now, that's a long shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. To get 4 cards... I'll try it once and see. This is dumb. Nah. That was a waste. just gonna play my kings and nines, the queen. I was hoping for 3 of a kind. Yeah, but I can't do anything with 3 pair, right? I have to play 5 of them, I think. Sorry, I kind of biffed this one. 10 jack queen. I'm just gonna get rid of a bunch of low cards. Hope for a 4. I'm really doing poorly. Yeah, this sucks. Alright, I'm just gonna do this again. Sorry everybody, I'm still kind of getting used to it. So that one... Oh, we got trips. Oh, we got a full house. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Play hand. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Choppa Choppa, where you are. Wow, that was huge. Shoe Gary says, Henry, they're tying me up as the St. Louis lightning rod. I'll see you later. Whoa, that sounds kind of dangerous, whatever's happening there. Okay, $4. Let's go ahead and do... Okay, we've got an earth. Level up full house. Yeah, let's do that because we just had a full house. And that's all we have. All right. Yeah, the Fibonacci plus the full house. That's going to be good. I'm going to go full house all the way on this. Watch me beat this boss. Oh boy. I'm just going to get rid of all of these. I'm hoping for a king or a jack. There's 4 cards in there that are going to help me. Now we've got choices. I hate this part of it. Because now if I get rid of... Use the earth card. Oh. It's got to be a full house, right? Damn. Alright. I think I'm... Oh yeah, I got it! Sorry. I didn't see that. Hell yeah, this is going to be huge, guys. Wow, for that round we got 3,000. We killed it. That was awesome. Alright, now we're going to get some money. Let's buy another thing. What do we got? This joker contains +1 mult per consecutive hand played without scoring face card. Ooh. Contains a pair. I think I'm going to spend my money on one of these other things. Let's do a pack. Choose one of up to 2 joker cards. 3 planet cards to be used immediately. Let's do that. Celestial pack. Level up straight. Full house. Yeah, let's keep with the full house stuff. Hand contains a pair. Sure. We'll put the rest of our money in. Next round. Score at least 1,600. The flint. Base, chips, and mult are halved. Ooh, that kind of sucks. Let's go. Show me the love. 8, 9, 10 jack. I know we haven't been doing straights, but we're so close. We have a open-ended. I'm gonna try it. Oh, look at that. We got trip 3s. And 9s. We got a full house. We weren't trying for a full house, but we got one. But they're all halved, which kind of sucks. Alright, let's cash out. That was a good one. This Joker is +1%. Yeah. Enhances one card into a stone card. Beelzeby, what should I do on this? Jumbo. Spectral? Okay, I'll do Spectral. I get to choose 2 Spectral cards to be played immediately. Okay, Beelzeby agrees. Converts all cards in a hand to a single random rank. Creates 2 copies of one selected card in your hand. Converts all cards in your hand to a single random rank. I don't know. Sure. Copy king. You lose a hand size though. So create 2 copies. Should I do this one then? Yeah, Mimsy-kun. Welcome. We're totally gaming right now. I'll make it so I get to pick one. I'll make it the King of Diamonds. Cryptid. There we go. Okay, done. There's more stuff here. Consecutive hand play without scoring a face card. Enhances one selected card into a stone card. Voucher. Tarot cards appear more. We don't have enough money for that. I'm going to just save my money. Select. Nine, Jack, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the 7s. Hey, what Joker is this? Ace, 2, 3, 5, 8. 2, 3. Okay, I'll keep. So maybe I should keep. Oh, I've got a flush. I'll just play my flush. We did it. Wow. That was great. Cash out and $13. Should we do this voucher? Spectral again. Okay, let's do another Spectral. Skip that voucher. Okay, thanks. Destroys 5 random cards in hand and gain $20. Add a red seal to one selected card. What's a red seal, guys? I don't really know about either of these. This will re-trigger the card you play. Red seal is good. Okay. So let's make it King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds is our red seal. It will replay a selected card twice. So the King of Diamonds gets to be played twice. If you put the red seal on the 3, it will trigger the Fib Joker twice. Oh, I should have done that. Damn it. Alright. And these Jokers aren't really anything. Oh, Malt. Discards are remaining. For every 5 hands played. I think I like this one. And that'll make me want to save my discards. I have to score 3,000? That's so much. Oh, I've got a straight. 10, jack, queen, king, ace. No, I'm not using any discards. And I'm using my king seal. Oh yeah, nice. This has to be a good score. Wow, yeah, that was a good score. A little trickier here. Got a pair of threes. What are my jokers? 0 discards remaining. Oh, that's if I have 0 discards remaining. Oh, so that means use them all. 50 chips if played hand contains a pair. Okay. Should I finish off all my discards so I get that one? Let me know if that's a good idea. Why not? Okay, let's do it. I mean, I've got my threes. I'll keep the king though. There we go, 4 of a kind. I'm going to get rid of one more discard. I always want to make sure I'm not pushing the wrong one. I don't know what good I'm going to do, except for if I get red seal. Discard. No, okay. So 3, 3, 3. Whoops, no. 3, ace. That scared me for a second. Okay, 0 discards. This should be a killer score. We need 500 points here. Wow, 10,000. That was pretty great. Computer, how much time left for deliciousness?
I'm having trouble finding that right now. Please try again later.
Uh-oh. Did we lose our timer? Computer, how much time left on the timer?
You have 13 minutes left on your 40-minute timer.
Whew, that scared me there. Okay. Cash out, $6. We got $10. If the first discard of a round has only one card, you destroy it and earn $3. One free reroll. Let's do, should we do Celestial? What do you guys say? Choose 2. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. We've got level up pair, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, straight flush. I've gotten a lot of straights. 3 of a kind. I'm gonna level up 3 of a kind. We get to choose another one. Level up a pair. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, Saturn. I'll level up my straight. Okay, sounds good. Next round. Let's do it. The water. Start with 0 discards. What? That's tough. You guys are watching Strange Brew and the movie night next week? That's awesome. That was a great movie. I think it's supposed to be a loose reenactment of the plot for Hamlet, Shakespeare's Hamlet. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... We don't... Oh, we've got a flush. Wow, I would have missed that flush if I didn't do it correctly. Okay, let's play this. So you're saying the kings, but we have a flush here that I didn't see. Should I just do that? Seems better. I'm gonna play it. I mean, that might be the poker player in me. We don't have a lot of... Oh, yeah. We've got some mults here. That's right, we got the 0 discards one. That wound up working out. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got a straight. And remember that straight malt that Beelzebub told me to get. Hell yeah. Is this the furthest we've gotten on this? Cash out. Next. Celestial pack. Choose one. New deck unlocked for runs. This Joker gains a mult every time a planet card is used. Earn $5. Oh, get our Arcana? Okay. Let's do Arcana. Choose one. Gives the total sell value. Creates up to 2. Okay, random planet or random tarot. What do you think, guys? Are planets better? Tarot. Okay. There we go. We've got 2 random tarots. Should I use them? Should I do this too? I remember hearing that you have to just play these anyway because there's no reason not to. Oh, I can't use this. I got $10. I could buy Celestial Pack now? Okay. Level up straight, sure. Joker gains a mult every time a planet card is used. That's not a planet, though. Let's go. Shall we just go for it? Let's just do it. Next round. Select. Got kings. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a straight. Play it. It's pretty good to get all these straights on a natural 7 cards. We did it. That's done. Hell yeah. Okay, cash out. Let's go to the store here. Chance to create a tarot card. Level up a high card, 1 malt, and 10 chips. I don't know. Arcana. Arcana. They're both Arcana, right? Creates 2 random. Must have room. We don't have room. Enhances 1 selected card into a steel card. 2 selected cards into lucky cards. World card. Oh, use this now. Oh, but it's not letting me. It's not saying I can use it. Oh, converts up to 3 selected cards to spades. Okay. Let's do... Let's just play for spades. Nice looking. All right. Creates. Now we have room. Okay, 1 in 2 chance to create a tarot card when any booster pack is open. No, I think we're probably ready to get going. Now you can buy EMP. What's EMP? We got Pluto. What's EMP? Oh, I already did. Okay. Next round. Let's just go for it. Aces and 2s. What are some of my things? 0 discards. Two, 3, 5. 8. 3 of a kind. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep my 2 pair. Come on, ace. No? Sorry, I'm starting to go too quick. I'm gonna go with the 0 discards again. I'm gonna get rid of the kings only because the 2s are more valuable to me, right? Because of Fibonacci. This might be stupid what I'm doing here. Oh, ace is part of that too. Ugh, I was hoping to get lucky there. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm going for broke. I need a full house, big time. No, I never. Oh, I did it. I got it. Ace, ace, 2, 2, 2. This is gonna be big, but is it gonna be big enough? I'm nervous, but it's almost time for our casserole anyway. Oh yeah, we killed it. Oh my goodness. Computer, how much time left?
You have 3 minutes left on your 40-minute timer.
3 more minutes. Cash out. $8. Alright, now we can buy all kinds of stuff. Arcana. Let's do it. Guitar Joe came for the casserole and stayed for the casserole. So, doubles money. Creates random planet cards, but should we... Can I not use those? Wheel? Okay, let's do it. What's nope? Nope is never a good thing, right? Choose one. Why would I want to destroy? Should I sell these? Use this. Use temp. Must have room. Temperance and then double it. What about tower? Stone card? I don't know what to do. Oh, doubles the money? The hermit? Should I do that one? I would sell tower, to be honest. Okay, let's do it. And then should we do hermit? Doubles money. Well, that's not bad. Okay, we've got a ton of money now. Wow. Played cards with the even ranking. 2 pair. No space. Ugh. Let's do the buffoon pack. Oh, these are all jokers. Go up to -20 in debt. Sell the first joker? You mean this one? Okay, let's find a really good one. Re-trigger all played cards in the final hand of round. Okay, get this one. Let's do it. Computer, stop. This is our last hand. I'm doing it. Next round. The arm. I'm nervous. Okay, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, 4, 5, 6. Or we have almost a flush. Zero discards. Ace, 2, 3, 5, 8. I'm keeping that jack. Did we get any more diamonds? All right, this is over. Wow, I really got some lousy hands on this. But it's okay because our food's ready, so we should probably get going. I've got more discards. Wow, so bad. Oh, okay, I've got a flush now. I know this looks weird, but there we go. We got our full house. And it's the last round with no discards. Let's play it. Yeah, there is a burning smell. I have to turn off my situation here. First, I gotta see what we got. No. Alright, let me turn off the oven. It still cooks sort of though. Okay, so 2, 2, 2. Oh, I just dealt a freaking full house. And oh, this is gonna be big, guys. Cause look, I'm gonna re-trigger all played cards if it's my final hand. 0 discards remaining. Fibonacci's got my 2s and my 3s. This is going to be huge. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be great. Play hand. Fibonacci. Killing it. Yeah, we did it. All right. We're going to leave it here, and we're going to come back next time and start here, because now we've got some food to go through. All right, cash out. And then how does this work now? Main menu. Quit. All right, that was awesome. That's a really fun game, you guys. So long, 4th of July. Let's see what we've got going here in terms of our food situation. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Not a good sign when brisket just got up and left as soon as I took it out. Pretty well cooked on the outside there. Let's see how we're doing up against our example pick. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We're still not done. We got to add cheese. Let's put on a little bit of our cheddar. And Gume Kende says, not too bad looking. And Shreddar. Okay, now we only have one more piece of our American cheese because I couldn't wait. I had to go ahead and eat one. I'm going to try to get this all over. Nobody ever wants to just throw one whole piece of cheese on there. That's just not going to look good. Okay, there we are. All right, so what we have here is the buffalo chicken casserole. And now it's time to serve it up. All right. Let me check in though with you, the users here at Henry's Kitchen, because I haven't looked through the alerts in a while. We're gonna do one more ad for because this is way too hot to eat right now. So I'm gonna do one more ad. We're being sponsored here at Henry's Kitchen by Smithfield Pork Products, and the whole time that we're actually here being sponsored, if you subscribe, it's 50% off. And I want to thank everybody. We have 845 subscribers, which we've never had that much. We haven't had that much since even the very beginning of when we started doing this. So I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate it. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you the website for the Smithfield product situation, which we're going to do here. So let's see, one thing here. I'm going to start by telling you, well, obviously, this segment is sponsored. I want you to know that in case anybody's confused. This is part of the stream is sponsored by Smithfield. Here's the deal. It's the summertime. And what Smithfield wants you to know is that they've put together these prepared... Wait, I'm going to turn off the AC because it's too loud. They've put together these prepared, seasoned, pre-seasoned, pre-marinated versions of pork products for your eating enjoyment. And all you have to do with these, and you can, is you just throw it on to the grill and it tastes great. Capacious T asks, does it have a lot of protein in the pork? You know, it's an excellent question. This high protein option has 19 grams per serving to keep you full and fueled. Okay, so whether you're hosting a barbecue or a casual family get-together, Smithfield marinated and seasoned fresh pork delivers bold, craveable flavor with minimal prep. These ready-to-cook products are freshly seasoned and marinated, making it easy to serve up versatile, protein-packed meals any night of the week, featuring bold new flavors and cuts. Garlic and herb, sweet and smoky barbecue, osso buco. I keep on wanting to look up what osso buco is, but I'm sure it's something gourmet. Chipotle, I know that. Caribbean jerk, carnitas, cilantro lime, mesquite, barbecue, and brown sugar barbecue, along with new cuts like pre-sliced ham strips, pork chops, fillets. Effortless cooking, pre-marinated. Okay, so that's the whole thing here, is that these are pre-seasoned and all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to do cilantro lime sounds amazing. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. So if you're having a barbecue and your friends come over, you can just throw these on there and they're already going to just taste amazing. And people are going to be like, what? You know how to barbecue? I never really thought you could. But you're going to show them. And you'll be the most popular person among your friend groups. Effortless cooking, pre-marinated and ready to cook. Just heat and serve for bold, no-fuss flavor. Versatile meals, from burrito bowls to barbecue mac and cheese to pasta salads. Endless flavor options make mealtime easy. Protein packed, a satisfying high protein option with 19 grams per serving. That's what Capacious T was asking. And it says here 19 grams per serving to keep you full and fueled. Pick up Smithfield marinated and seasoned pork at Walmart for an easy, flavorful weeknight meal. And actually, they have a way that you can go to the website and you can actually just put in your zip code and it'll tell you where you can get these fine, pre-seasoned, pre-marinated products from Smithfield. So that's just a very interesting and important part of the whole situation. So thank you very much, Smithfield, for sponsoring us here at Henry's Kitchen. And well, I guess with that, it's time for us to go into our what we're going to be doing here, what we've cooked up here. So let's take a look. We've made a little bit of a mess, as we usually do. But that being said, I think we have some deliciousness on the way. It smells really good in here. Honky Tonk. Wow, that's very kind of you, Honky Tonk. Honky Tonk says, thank you very much, Smithfield Products, for supporting the best show on Twitch. I am inspired to explore seemingly endless potential for classic and creative recipes with these fine products. That's great. And endless is a big word. When you think about how many spices actually exist and the fact that you combine them all, it really is going to start seeming like it's endless. Let's say there's 1,000 spices. And computer, how many different recipes could you make if you had 1,000 spices?
I couldn't find a recipe for that, but I found a recipe for Thousand Island dressing. What would you like?
Never
Start
mind.
recipe,
Computer,
recipe.
stop. You know, that would have been a fun little thing that we could have done with the computer, and we would have all been fascinated by whatever the answer was. But it just didn't work, and it never really does for some reason. But hey, we've got an alert here that came down the pike. It says here, boner of a lonely fart. has gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you. Thank you very much, Boner of a Lonely Fart. That's very kind of you. And now it's time for us to get into our food thing that we're doing here. Okay. So I'm going to take our spatula, which is this, get rid of some of that excess stuff. Whoa! The domain GPCE just gifted a sub. Thank you very much, the domain GPCE, and good to see you on here. Hope all's going well with the podcast. All right, what do we have? It looks a little like it could be, I was going to say pizza, but not really. We didn't have rice, so we used a rice cereal, which we found out later was actually a corn cereal. It's called Corn Flakes. And it was advertising the Minecraft movie, which came out a year ago, so we're not positive how fresh it's going to be. That's going to be very hot. This is what we have. I don't know. Hi, I'm Tara182 says, so damn mushy. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the picture, the example picture, we're pretty far from that, I think, in this case. Beanie Bo Booney says food adjacent. Yeah. Capacious T says it looks like cereal. Volatile Vixen says looks mushy but doesn't look terrible. Okay, well, we're going to find out. Let me go ahead and get... Is this a fork food or a spoon food? I think I'm probably going to go spoon on this. Because I just don't think a fork. I think, honestly, let's see what kind of bite we're getting. I'm going to try to get a little bit of cheese in there as well as some onion. It's going to be very spicy because we played Kitchen Chaos and we were told to put some extra hot sauce in there. Capacious T says it looks like Soylent Green. Oh, wow. Okay. It's grossing me out. Okay. If you're just joining us, we made chicken buffalo casserole something or other. Mostly the consistency is really putting me off. But that said, I do not like to waste food, so I'm going to start by picking out the chicken parts. This is some chicken that I had left over from my 4th of July party there. The chicken's pretty dry, which is ironic because the whole meal is kind of mushy. You would think it would balance it out nicely, but it's not. Somebody mentioned earlier I should have just gotten a Smithfield pork product and threw it over the whole thing, and then that way I would have at least had something good on there. I'm going to have a little more chicken, but I don't think we're doing very well here. And what... I didn't peel the onion. This tastes like shit. We're not... we didn't make our buffalo chicken casserole correctly. We used a couple of different ingredients. I don't like to waste food. I am going to eat the chicken in this. But something went wrong. Okay. Chad Cheese 49 says it needs Chinese 5-star spice. Yeah, that's true. That's not a bad call there. Well, we actually did put some in there, so I don't know. Maybe not so much, but I'm going to try one more bite, you guys, but I am not feeling good about this. It's so mushy and gross. Also, whoever said I should make sausage out of it, you just made me throw up a little bit. Don't hurt yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Can we go back to playing the game because everything was going pretty well at that point. All right, I'm gonna have one of the carrots. Nah, this tastes like shit. What's the bottom? I think it's gonna be a 1 star here. That was bad. I don't know if there's enough water in the world to cover up the taste of that. And then the consistency, I think, is going to give me nightmares. It's mushy and gross. I don't taste the cornflakes, so I don't think that that was really necessarily a bad part of it or bad on my... It's mostly just the mushiness. I think it's because we had to put water in there because of kitchen chaos. So, anyway... Yeah, you're right. Choppa, what is that? Choppa Choppa where you are says maybe next time put the cornflakes over the top for crunchiness. That sounds like a really nice idea, and I probably should have done that. All right, everybody. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen. Capacious T says, do the cornflakes inspire you to stop diddling yourself? Wow. Because cornflakes were created to stop people from diddling themselves. That's right. I forgot all about that. I think that there's a documentary about that. Weren't they created in Michigan? And they were created by someone who was who had that in mind. Yeah, go look that up. It's very interesting. Okay, everybody. I want to thank you so much for joining and for your submissions and your incredible amount of support. This is really, I'm blown away by how many subscribers we have. So I want to thank you for that. And Dendra Leon says maybe it was created for parasitosis in Michigan. Yeah, it could be. Volatile Vixen says, don't look up why the chainsaw was invented. Oh, I don't think I want to. But it's Kate. Thank you so much. Domain GPCE, great to see you. Critical Moisture, Parasitosis, Game Master Flash, Beelzebub. Thanks, everybody, for all the support. The game was the best part. The songs were not bad. The food that we made here, the buffalo chicken casserole from leftover 4th of July party food, tasted like shit. And that's something that happens. Every now and then you're going to make food and it's going to taste like shit. So that's why a lot of times you want to leave it to the professionals. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and get a pizza. So anyway, thanks again, everybody. You're all very kind. And I'll see you Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, the usual time, and we're going to make something else, and hopefully it's going to come out great. Thanks, C. Kamen. You have a good night as well. Thanks, Mystic Sorcha, Nancy Droodles, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Thanks again.